Championship Saturday here in Mount Pleasant. Two teams who have been here many times before will determine the Class B state champion. It will be Detroit Country Day. The Yellow Jackets taking on the Chargers of Flint Powers Catholic, and it's coming up on Fox Sports Net. Hi, everybody. Welcome back inside Rose Arena. I'm John Keating, joined by former Iowa Hawkeye star and Harperwood's Regina All-American back in her day, Jolynn Schneider. An interesting contrast in tonight's Class B championship game because we have two coaches with loads of experience, but two teams with not much at all. The schools have great tradition, but a lot of these girls are facing this kind of game for the first time.
Absolutely, and that can make a huge difference in a state championship. Look at Frank Orlando in his 19th season and Kathy McGee in her 24th season. That's a dynasty. That's a wealth of experience for the coaching staff. And in terms of strategy, it's really going to help these young players.
For all those years, 43 years of coaching between them, they have only met once. That was back in a semifinal game in 1997. Kathy McGee really looking forward to tonight's game. She loves her team.
They're just so motivated to get the job done they started out to do at the beginning of the season. Their goal was to win a state championship. They oftentimes look up at the banner in the gym that has 1991 on and 1996, and they don't want to settle for anything less than that. And if we win or if we don't win tomorrow, they are winners walking off the court because they give everything they have in an effort to try and win. And that's all you can ask from kids.
Kathy McGee, one of the happier people you'll meet. She always looks a little bit worried, and the person on Country Day's roster that worries her tonight is Kim Wilburn, a point guard with flashy playground-like skills. She's a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, she's great to watch. Take a look at her. She can go right, left, through the legs, behind the back, loop-de-loop, in the hoop. Kim is a force to be reckoned with. She averages about 15 points. See, she's got 5 rebounds, but those 6 assists, exciting to watch.
The one concern for Frank Orlando is that Kim Wilburn sometimes tries to do a little bit too much. He says she makes 3 moves when she only needs 1. So that'll be something to watch early in the Class B championship game. Let's go courtside. Shireen Saski checks in. Shireen.
Thanks a lot, John, and I am here with Coach Linda Harlan, coach of Flushing. Let's talk about both coaches on the floor here today. First, Frank Orlando. When you talk Country Day, you've got to mention him, a cornerstone in the team.
Frank Orlando is a veteran coach, and basically he likes to play a very up-tempo game. So this should be a real good game because Powers plays a very up-tempo game too.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the bench, Kathy McGee. You know her very well, coached against her many times. In fact, your team, the only team to beat Flint Powers this year.
Well, Kathy McGee and I have coached against each other for 24 years. We're very good friends, and a way to beat Powers is you have to pressure their guards, stop transition, and always know where Kelly Kerber is on the floor.
Which coach has an advantage as far as style or anything like that?
I think from last night's game, I think Powers has a little more edge on this game. I think Frank had to get his team together because they didn't play very good last night, but they're both young.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Let's send it back to John.
Flint Powers Catholic is 26-1. Detroit Country Day 22-4. There is only 1 game left in the season. It's the only one that matters, and it's next on Fox Sports Net.
We promote and protect the privilege of participation in extracurricular athletics.
We promote lifetime values like hard work, teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship.
We help reach and motivate students.
We develop policies as a group and enforce them as a responsibility of membership.
We are coaches, game officials, and administrators voluntarily working for the common good of kids.
We are your school.
We are the MHSAA.
You can't predict. You can't predict when.
Your wife has been
where,
in a serious accident. Terrible accident.
How.
We did all we could.
But life goes on. It's not who you call after. It's who you call before.
The GMC Convoy 2000 is here. Trucks with capabilities that will change the way you look at the road. Professional-grade pickups, SUVs, and family vans. Designed better than they need to be. Like the incredibly smooth-riding 2000 GMC Jimmy, an SUV with a full-length steel frame, its backbone. Lease a 2000 Jimmy 4-wheel drive SLE for as low as $299 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for lease details. GMC. Do one thing, do it well.
Hey, Jeff. Now listen, I got it right here, buddy. It's icy cold and tasting great. Now come on, Jeff, you tell me. Is there anybody in this world who deserves this here Pepsi more than you?
Hi, Jeff.
See you later, Jeff.
Now that's what I call motivation.
I don't know where she came from.
Don't worry, Jeff. There's always Daytona.
NFL This Morning on Fox Sports Net. The pregame show for the serious fan.
He has gone from slash to crash.
Plus in-depth analysis and hard-hitting interviews with the game's biggest stars.
It's not a part of my repertoire. It's not something I have to do.
Go inside the game with our all-pro team, plus the Fox NFL Sunday Gang. A full hour of pregame power. NFL This Morning, Sunday on Fox Sports Net, followed by Fox NFL Sunday on your local Fox affiliate.
Welcome back to the MHSAA Girls Basketball Finals on Fox Sports Net, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, marking 50 years of marking your future more predictable. By the men and women of General Motors, whose commitment to quality brings you outstanding cars and trucks. And by Pepsi, the joy of cola. We're set to begin the Class B championship game between Detroit Country Day and Flint Powers Catholic. Two of the more prominent public high schools in the state of Michigan. And we're going to go over to our public address announcer, Joe Mitchell, for the introductions of tonight's starting players.
And now, let's meet the starting lineups for today's game between the visiting team, Yellow Jackets of Detroit Country Day High School, and the home team, Chargers of Flint Powers Catholic High School. For the Yellow Jackets at forward, number 46 foot 1 inch junior Suzanne Morrison. For Flint Powers Catholic at forward, number 34 5 foot 10 inch sophomore Betsy Simon. Here. For Detroit Country Day at forward, number 44 6 foot 1 inch junior Sanitha Rush. And at forward for the Chargers, number 52, 5 foot 7 inch senior, Angie Austin. For the Yellow Jackets at guard, number 11, 5 foot 5 inch sophomore, Kim Wilburn. For Flint Powers Catholic, number 40 at center, number 46 foot 2 inch junior, Kelly Kerber. At guard for the Yellow Jackets, number 25 foot inch junior, Faye Wade. And number 10 at guard for the Chargers, 5 foot 6 inch senior, Kate Morgan. For the Yellow Jackets at guard, number 34, 5 foot 9 inch senior, Lindsay Smith. And for the Chargers, number 22 at guard, 5 foot 8 inch sophomore,
What a vastly different experience this is for Country Day's head coach, Frank Orlando. Last year at this time, Frank Orlando was enduring the effects of chemotherapy after he was diagnosed with lymphoma. And he is back in the state championship game. Told me just a short time ago that he feels great in his 19th year as the head coach of Detroit Country Day. And Kathy McGee has been around the basketball block as well, now in her 24th season at Flint Powers Catholic. Chargers of perennial power in the state of Michigan. Let's get you through how these teams got through to this point. For Country Day, they beat Dearborn Divine Child and then Matawan here last night in Mount Pleasant in the Class B semifinal game. For Flint Powers Catholic, their road took them through Middleville, Thornapple, Kellogg, and DeWitt. A game that was close for a while before the Chargers prevailed. Officials for tonight's game. This is a treat for them as well. This is as good as it gets for those who do what they do. And it'll be Barbara Beckett throwing it up to begin the last game of the girls basketball season. Betsy Simon jumping against Anita Rush. And an early basket for Country Day. Shots put up by Kelly Kerber. Anita Rush rebounds. Faith Ways. Head to Lindsay Smith. Angie Austin brings it up for Flint Powers Catholic. She'll take a three. Off the back iron, no. Here comes Kim Wilburn. Told you about in the open. She's got great basketball skills, particularly dribbling the basketball. Foul on the play. The foul is on Suzanne Morrison, the center for the Yellow Jackets. Kate Morgan, one of the seniors for Flint Powers Catholic, one of only two seniors on the Chargers roster. The other is Angie Austin. Kate Morgan in foul trouble in the semifinal win last night over DeWitt. She sat for a good deal of that game. Inside to Kelly Kerber. Around the outside to Betsy Simon. Rachel Carney inside. Beyond the reach of Kelly Kerber. That's a turnover, and Country Day will assume control of the basketball.
Flint's doing a nice job of working the ball around, but credit Country Day's player-to-player defense with that turnover.
Kim Wilburn inside to Suzanne Morrison. She spins, left hook, no. Rachel Carney ahead to Kate Morgan. That goes.
That's a way to alleviate pressure by passing. That was a nice pass, good heads-up play.
Lefty layup by Kate Morgan. Gets the Chargers on the board, gets the Chargers on the board. So many games, so many nicknames. Watch Kim Wilburn work. She'll launch a three off the front iron and out of bounds. Another lick, Jolene, at the fast break here.
Here you see Flint Powers taking advantage of their quickness and good heads-up play to get the ball up the floor, and that helps break that press.
Betsy Simon shoots the ball well off the dribble, but before she can put the ball up or pass the ball off to Kelly Kerber, she gets hacked across the wrist. Foul on Sunitha Rush. Country Day goes man-to-man, out of bounds. Kerber puts it up. Too strong off the glass. Here comes Wilburn. She'll stop and pop. That one goes. Kate Morgan, Angie Austin. Felt the pressure coming, decided to put it up, and gets fouled.
Take a look at the rebound by Kim Wilburn. She does a spin move to get out. She doesn't even look for an outlet pass. She just knows she can handle it herself. Now watch her set up the defense. She sets them up, does a little stutter step, pops a jumper, hits for two. Just like we talked about, just as advertised, Kim Wilburn delivers.
Kelly Kerber spinning hook inside. Would not go. But the ball is off Country Day. The Yellow Jackets set up defensively. Betsy Simon recovers. What's the deal? Little hook shot goes.
is good.
She was terrific in last night's semifinal win, scoring off the move. Kim Wilburn will take the shot. That bounces around and out.
Another stutter step, draws a foul. Look for Wilburn to do that all night long.
Kate Morgan, the foul, her first. And an early substitution for the Yellow Jackets. As Carrie Moore comes in, 5'8" freshman guard. Pass long to Sunitha Rush. There's Moore. Kim Wilburn. Spinning away between her legs. Suzanne Morrison. Set shot. Won't go.
Country Day has some nice motion on their offense. They're definitely moving. Players without the ball are cutting through the lane, and that's good to see offensively.
Wilburn actually thought about taking the three. Carrie Moore will, and it's off. Foul on Sunitha Rush. And that's 2 fouls on Sunitha Rush before we can get halfway through the first quarter. And she has to come out of the game rather quickly. Elise Morrison, the younger sister of Suzanne Morrison, enters the game as Sunitha Rush sits down on the Country Day bench. Great matchup. Kate Morgan against Kim Wilburn. Back to Morgan. Driving on Wilburn. Puts it up. Yeah. Token pressure from Flint Powers Catholic. Country Day kind of standing around, waiting to get into their offense. Once the ball is kicked to a wing, Wilburn will take a three. That's good. It splashes through. Kim Wilburn, only a sophomore, 5'5". Flint Powers Catholic pressing the issue. Want to beat Country Day back down court. Rachel Carney takes the shot.
Take a look at Country Day. Sets up the pass. Wilburn can go inside. She can go outside. She hits the 2-pointer.
Our principal from our high school actually had to come down and tell the students and parents to quit doing the BS cheer.
We get thrown out of games if we acted like that. I don't know why the adults think they have a right to act that way.
The problem with parents showing poor sportsmanship at school games is very real and very serious.
And when you don't practice good sportsmanship, it does take all the fun out of the game for us.
So in closing, we have just one last message.
We need you to be a good sport.
Your 31 Metro Detroit Ford dealers asked me what I thought about their new lineup for 2000. So in my own words, Ford Focus, incredibly hip. Ford Taurus, it's still a bestseller. Ford Explorer, extremely versatile. Ford Windstar, it really opens up. Ford F-Series, powerful.
To experience the full lineup of Ford cars and trucks, follow Alexander to your Metro Detroit Ford dealer.
You've got a key to your house. You've got a key to your car. Well, now you've got a key to the pump. Speed Pass from Mobile. It's your personal key to getting in and out of the station fast. Just wave it at the pump, gas up, and go. To get your free Speed Pass, call now, toll free. Mobile Speed Pass is linked to a major credit card or check card you already have. Over 3 million people are already getting gas faster with Mobile Speed Pass, the fastest way to get gas.
Well, ponder this. Can Phil Jackson bring the show back to Showtime now that he's the head coach of the Lakers? Host Chris Myers sits down with the tactician of the Triangle Offense on this week's edition of Going Deep tomorrow night at 9, right here on Fox Sports Net. 7-6 Country Day, halfway through the first period of the Class B championship game. Here from Rose Arena in Mount Pleasant. John Keating and Jolyn Schneider, Shireen Saski, Linda Harland, a cast of thousands, director Jim Marshall, producer Jeff Bile, and the rest of our Fox Sports Net crew. Happy to be in mid-Michigan for the last game of the girls basketball season. And Flint Powers Catholic, Popley throws the ball away. Kathy McGee not happy. You hate to lose offensive opportunities.
Especially coming out of a timeout, because the play was probably diagrammed. And to have a turnover result is a little frustrating as a coach.
Lindsey Smith brings the ball up to Kim Wilburn. Against Rachel Carney. Baseball pass inside by Suzanne Morrison, but it's beyond the reach of Carrie Moore. And here come the Chargers. Carney, top of the key. Herbert or Simon. Betsy Simon on the drive, left hand. Too strong. Kelly Kerber rebounds and is promptly hacked. Elise Morrison with her first personal foul.
Flint Powers does a nice job taking the ball. They're very aggressive going to the basket. And you see Kelly Kerber get the rebound and go up strong, and she didn't quite have great rebounding position, but she still got her hands on the ball and drew the foul.
Kelly Kerber, 64% free throw shooter. A nice game. She can play inside and outside. She's physical. The left hand, I think, still throws some younger defenders off. They're not used to playing against a lefty. I think Kim Wilburn just has fun against the press. Inside to Suzanne Morrison. She took one too many. When you watch Kim Wilburn dribble the basketball, she comes very close and got called a couple of times actually last night for carrying, for palming the basketball. She's so confident in her ability to outwit the defender. Betsy Simon wants it, but Elise Morrison is a little too tall and is promptly stripped to the basketball by Kim Wilburn. She turns sideways and looks inside. Takes a three. That won't go. Suzanne Morrison. Kind of an awkward looking shot that almost went. And Suzanne Morrison will take two.
Wilburn sets up the offense and then decides she doesn't see anything she likes, so she takes a three-point shot. Not really a great shot. Rebound came off pretty hard, but Suzanne Morrison was there to pick up the loose ball, pick up the rebound, and drew a foul with a bit of an awkward shot, but she drew the foul, so now she's at the free throw line.
Kelly Kerber absolutely has to stay out of foul trouble for Flint Powers Catholic. That's her first, as we're approaching the latter portion of the first period. Some changes. Kim Wilburn still in there, has the ball. Faith Waves, one of the new faces. Lindsey Smith to Summer Smith, her younger sister. Faith Waves looks inside. But that pass is too tall, and here comes Flint Powers Catholic. Victoria Lucas Perry will try it. That wouldn't go. Rebound went up and in, but it came after the whistle.
Whistle was for a jump ball. So possession arrow goes to Flint Powers, so they get the ball out of bounds. Now here's their out of bounds play. They're looking to get the ball inside to Kelly Kerber, but Suzanne Morrison is doing a good job on defense. Good deny defense. Now once the ball gets in there, it's tough. Tough to defend, and she picks up her foul.
It's two fouls now on Suzanne Morrison.
Here you see Flint Powers. They pass the ball on the perimeter. They get the ball into Kelly Kerber, which is where they want that ball to go. That's offensively what Flint Powers' strategy is, to get that ball into Kelly Kerber. And she draws a foul. And now Morrison's got to sit on the bench for a while.
The points that Kerber is able to accumulate at the free throw line, almost a happy byproduct. They're happy to have Suzanne Morrison on the Country Day bench. This one just barely catches iron, but it's rebounded inside by Victoria Lucas Perry. Victoria Lucas Berry, an interesting story. She is a 5'9" freshman who is barely a freshman. She could qualify as an 8th grader. She's only 13 years old and was actually within Country Day's feeder school, their middle school, before she decided to enroll at Flint Powers Catholic once her family moved north to Grand Blanc. So Frank Orlando is looking at one that got away. He hits the second free throw, and that makes it a 9-7 Flint Powers Catholic lead. Stolen inside. Bad pass inside. Kelly Kerber is there to gobble up the loose ball. Pass inside. Won't go. For Ann Skufka, who's coming to the game. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Kim Wilburn. Layup good.
Nice fast break by Country Day. They filled the lanes both right and left. Of course, they went to their all-star on the right-hand side, and she flicked in her layup.
Pass knocked away, and Flint Powers Catholic retains possession.
Here you see Country Day explode out of the blocks, run down the floor. Both lanes are filled. Number 11 gets the layup.
Kelly Kerber's left-handed hook bounces off the glass, off the rim, and goes. It's sort of a loose press that Flint Powers Catholic is attempting to throw at Country Day. Kim Wilburn down the lane. Blocked by Kelly Kerber. Here come the Chargers. Carney ahead. Kate Morgan is blocked. And it is getting physical under both baskets.
Block for block, tit for tat, both ends of the court, block shots. That was a nice drive by Wilburn. She just did not expect to see Kelly Kerber there when she threw up the layup. Nice defense on both ends.
Kelly Kerber 6'2" and only a junior. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and Country Day reassumes possession of it. Press has a little more intensity to it. Here comes Lindsey Smith, headed to Dartmouth to play basketball. Faithway is up top. To Summersmith, who had 9 points off the bench last night for Country Day in their semifinal win. Country Day did not play well at all last night. Already they're playing much better than they did last night in their semifinal victory. They're kind of happy to be here. Lindsey Smith on her way to the basket. He is fouled. And that's 2 on Kate Morgan.
You see Smith explode to the basket. She's looking to either get a layup or draw the foul. And she draws the foul.
Kate Morgan, the point guard, goes out. Betsy Simon comes in. She's a forward, so they'll have to shift their front line a little bit. Elise Morrison puts up a rainbow that splashes through. Final seconds of the first quarter here in the Class B championship game. Rachel Carney to Kelly Kerber. And Angie Austin inside, but it's knocked away. And a heave down court by Kim Wilburn goes nowhere. So a pretty solid first quarter of basketball to decide the girls Class B championship. Flint Powers Catholic 11, Detroit Country Day 11. We're coming back with the second quarter on Fox Sports Net.
If you're ready to lose weight, muscle up, and get back into shape, I've got a free video you're gonna love.
Introducing a winning fitness strategy.
You gotta eat healthy, drink plenty of water, and most importantly, strength train with both legs.
Strength training adds muscle. Not only does your shape look better, you actually increase your metabolism, so you end up burning more calories.
Strength training these days isn't just for men. It's great for women too, and Bowflex is designed for both. It's even been called the best home gym by Fitness Magazine.
Use as little as 5 pounds to more than 400 pounds of resistance. Follow our 6-week fast fat loss program or create your own from over 60 different health club quality exercises.
Bowflex is easy to own and it fits in any room in your house. It comes with a 6-week guarantee on results, and you can finance it with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Hey, I'm 41 and I'm in the best shape of my life. And I can tell you, Bowflex really does work.
For a free video and brochure on the machine that can help you get into great shape at any age, call right now.
Sergio Garcia, Colin Montgomery, Ernie Els, and 9 more. The world's top golfers vie for the sport's richest first prize at the Sun City $1 Million Challenge. See final round coverage tomorrow at 1 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Net. Detroit Country Day trying to defend their Class B state championship. This was some video from last year's championship effort as Country Day put the title away. And they were led by Catherine Hanks, who is the elder sister of Elena Hanks. Now a 5'11" junior forward for Frank Orlando. The Yellow Jackets having gone 22-4 this season. And Elena Hanks will see some playing time. She's certainly within the rotation that the Jackets employ. Frank Orlando told me that they only went about 7 deep last night in their victory over Matawan. But he feels confident that they can go a little bit farther into their bench if they need to. Lindsey Smith to Faith Ways. Country Day with a basketball in the dark blue. With a yellow trim, Flint Powers Catholic and white. Nice pick by Sanitha Rush inside. But the shot by Kim Wilburn bounces long and out of bounds. Now Country Day goes into their offense. Once the ball's kicked into the wing, Lindsey Smith is snuffed. Suzanne Morrison got the loose ball, but she kind of stumbled once she had it. And the Chargers take over.
See, the ball's up for grabs. Morrison gets it. She goes up strong, but the ball's stripped, and now it's Flint Powers.
Lucas Perry, Betsy Simon with the ball against Kim Wilburn. Lucas Perry inside. Won't go. So much poise for a young girl.
That was a great move because she positioned her body and got the defense on her back and then went up strong and used the glass for the right-handed layup. So not only did she draw the foul, now she's got 2 free throws.
And from there she shoots 65%, or at least did leading up into this game, but the first one rings out. 2 fouls now on Lindsey Smith. Second one swishes through. Angie Austin returns to the game. Angie Austin adopted as a baby. 100% South Korean and proud. I'm talking proud of her heritage. She is a lot of fun to talk to. Shot goes up and it's good. Faith Ways drains the little jumper. (13-12) ball game. Victoria Lucas Perry looking inside. Needs help. Passing side to Austin. And her little running one-hander goes. Layup inside by Angie Austin. And the pressure intensifies. Angie Austin brings Flint Powers great energy. Whistle inside. Suzanne Morrison is whistled for another foul.
Let's take a look at Country Day's offense. Here you see the pick is coming. There you see the pick, the ball, dribble. It's a beautiful pick, and she got a great look at the basket and drained the jumper.
Angie Austin will shoot 2 as we're now in the double bonus. 10 personal fouls on Country Day. And Angie shoots 77% from the free throw line. She hit a couple of big ones in last night's victory over DeWitt. And hits them both to put her Chargers up by 2. Make that by 3. Screen by Lindsey Smith. Springs Kim Wilburn down the lane. Blocked inside by Victoria Lucas Perry. And it's coming back the other way. What do we got? We got a hold. Foul on Sunitha Rush, and that's her third. And Frank Orlando also all of a sudden has frontline problems. Suzanne Morrison has 3. Sunitha Rush has 3. 16-13. Flint Powers Catholic. 6 minutes to play until halftime. We'll get you back to Mount Pleasant in a moment.
What are Ford, Chevy, and Dodge afraid of? This, the all-new full-size Toyota Tundra.
With its iForce V8, Tundra can do 0 to 60 in just 7.87 seconds. It'll tow up to 7,200 pounds and can haul more payload than Ford, Chevy, or Dodge. So what are they really afraid of?
They're afraid you may test drive a Tundra and never look back. They may be right.
Test drive the all-new Toyota Tundra now at your Toyota dealer.
Well, what'll it be, sweetheart?
Let me guess. A nice, cold Pepsi. I wouldn't want to hear one of those crazy voices of yours, huh?
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
Back at Rose Arena, and kids in grades 1 through 12 can attend the Detroit Shock Nancy Lieberman Klein basketball camp held next Saturday and Sunday at West Bloomfield High School. Enrollment is $75, and for more information, call 248-377-8662. All the faithful have made their way here to Rose Arena, including the Yellow Jacket, who must take great pride in his or her contribution to the athletic program at Detroit Country Day. That is one guy happy to lose that, one girl perhaps, happy to lose that costume at the end of the day.
It is warm in here.
Country Day has yet to shoot a free throw, while Flint Powers has now made 7 of their 11. And Victoria Lucas Perry hits both of hers on this trip there. Here comes Lindsey Smith. She's now bringing the basketball up the floor. Kim Wilburn on a wing, and Wilburn knifes inside, but that won't go. And it's rebounded by Lucas Perry. She's looking for an outlet and finds one in Angie Awesome. Down deep to Betsy Simon. Inside to Kelly Kerber. Left-handed hook is blocked by Elise Morrison. And Faith Ways comes back with it. Morrison wants the basketball to the free throw line. Pass inside to Lindsey Smith. She'll shoot it and hit it. Lindsey Smith not recognized by any of the all-state teams or the all-newspaper teams, but she has impressed a coach from Dartmouth enough that she's going to play basketball at Dartmouth. And Country Day brings it back the other way. Wilburn all the way, one-hander, won't go. Lucas Perry, outlet to Betsy Simon. Kelly Kerber down court. Steal by Wilburn. Steal again, almost, by Lucas Perry.
Great hustle by both teams. Wilburn did a great job of gaining possession for Country Day.
Lindsay and Summer Smith, the two sisters on the floor at the same time. Frank Orlando. 18-15 Flint Powers lead. Lindsey Smith. Wilburn against Rachel Carter. She'll take it. And she is hacked on the shot by Betsy Simon. 4.5 to play until halftime.
Here you see Kim Wilburn use the big Elise Morrison off the pick. She doesn't get a clean jump shot, but she does draw the foul.
Kate Morgan set to come back into the game for Kathy McGee and the Flint Powers Chargers. Fine point guard. Along with and Skufka. Kit Wilburn has an interesting look to her uniform. She's got the knee socks over her knees. She's got one shoelace one color and one another. Frank Orlando is troubled not at all by it. Says that's just kids being kids. Encourages their individualism. Angie Austin takes a three, and that's the thing about Angie Austin. She has a hair-quick trigger.
Absolutely. We saw a lot of that last night. She can light it up very quickly, and she's very dangerous for Country Day, so they've got to keep an eye on her.
Lindsey Smith against Kate Morgan, stops, pops, hits.
That was great body control.
Rachel Carney, cross court. Angie Austin wants it, takes it, won't go. Inside to Kelly Kerber. She is fouled, and she's headed back to the free throw line. Flint Powers looking to add to a three-point lead.
Seen a good solid effort by both teams to work the ball. Here's a nice shot by Angie. Angie Austin gets the three-pointer, bounces just long. Excellent position by Kelly Kerber. She really uses her body to gain position.
And Flint Powers is helped by the absence of Sunitha Rush and Suzanne Morrison, both on the Country Day bench, each with 3 personals. 3:51 to play until halftime. Kerber misses both of them. That stings a bit. Lindsey Smith. The usual suspect, Kim Wilburn. Brittany Dixon over to Lindsey Smith. Foul inside. A hold is called against Country Day. Check that. Foul goes against Flint Powers. It's on Rachel Carney. Around the arc. Lindsey Smith hits. That's a 2-pointer.
Again, nice rotation by Country Day.
1-point game. Angie Austin, feet always moving. Inside, outside. Rachel Carney launches. Too strong.
It's good movement by Flint Powers. It was an errant shot, but that's what they want to do, is move the ball around the perimeter, poke it inside.
Wilburn looking to deal. Back to Summer Smith. She's headed to the free throw line. One-point game, under 3 minutes to play in the first half. The Class B championship game between Flint Powers Catholic and Detroit Country Day. Kelly Kerber draws her second personal. Summer Smith, 5'10" junior. The end of the game for Frank Orlando is Carrie Moore, as Brittany Dixon takes a seat. A two-handed push by Summer Smith. She gets the second one to go. And we're tied at 21. Kerber looks inside. Looks outside to Carney now. Inside to Austin. Outside to Morgan. She dribbles inside. Left hand. Won't go. Rebound of the Yellow Jackets. Kim Wilburn working on the left side to the hole. Won't go. She'll take it again. That won't go either. Battle inside, and I do mean a battle. And Country Day comes up with the ball. Lindsey Smith through Carrie Moore's legs. Retrieved by Kim Wilburn. Jackets reset. Deep to Lindsey Smith. Baseline jumper. That won't go. Inside to Elena Hans. And the play is whistled.
You see the shot by Wilburn, and a nice rebound, and Angie Austin just goes over the back of Elena Hanks.
First foul on Angie Austin. And Elena Hanks will go to the free throw line.
Angie showed some impressive leaping ability on that play. Unfortunately, she got a foul.
Under 2 minutes to play now. Elena Hanks makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Country Day is trying for their 3rd state title in a row and their 4th in 5 years. And the only time in that 5-year span they did not win, Flint Powers Catholic did. Country Day on a 10-3 run now. They go up by 2 with under 2 to play in the first half. Inside to Kerber. She can't hit. Outlet pass to Kim Wilburn. And she is off to the races. Left hand is too strong. Rebound Summer Smith, and she is fouled.
Wilburn wanted the foul. She looked at the ref. Isn't that a foul?
Another foul on Cade Morgan.
Nice outlet by Country Day. Get the ball in Wilburn's hands. She can go right, left. Looks like the foul was after the fact. It was after the shot.
But as a shooter, you look to the referee if the shot doesn't go.
Absolutely.
You want to blame something for a missed shot, particularly a layup. Summer Smith at the free throw line. An awkward looking free throw that won't drop for her. Here comes Flint Powers Catholic. Victoria Lucas Perry inside. She's bodied. That won't go. But she is fouled.
Flint Powers advances the ball, and here you see Victoria take the ball strong with her right hand and then put it up with her left hand. She uses her body and switches hands to draw that foul.
How much do you see that from a freshman?
Huh. Rarely.
She has the potential to be something special.
He's also a very talented tennis player.
She averaged 6.2 points a game for the Chargers during their regular season. Betsy Simon, nice job inside, and it goes off Country Day. Betsy Simon forcing the play inside. And it goes off Summer Smith and out of bounds, and the Chargers will inbounds the ball under their own basket. Lucas Perry, she's fouled again.
Nice out of bounds play.
Foul on Kim Wilburn.
Flint Powers sets up a stack on the left-hand side of the free throw line in a release position. And all 3 players in that stack position go towards the basket, and that's how they got the ball to Lucas Perry.
Lucas Perry hits again. Now 6 of 9 from the free throw line is Victoria Lucas Perry. Right now we're tied. And so we remain. Lindsey Smith pushing the pace, launching. What was that?
I don't know. I think she may have been confused at how much time was left in the game. There's 1:18 seconds. You usually take a shot like that.
Frank Orlando is not quite sure what transpired there. As befuddled as the rest of us.
Country Day, she's at just past half court, 4 steps past half court. It's a wide open shot.
The beauty is that they gave it to her. They'll let her take that one. It's uncontested.
I think they'll give that one to her all day long.
Foul in the back court. And Country Day will shoot some free throws. 1:07 to play until halftime. We're tied at 23. We're glad you're with us. Class B state championship game here at the Rose Arena, the campus of Central Michigan University in Mount Pleasant. Foul on Betsy Simon, her second. Elena Hanks back to the free throw line. Front end of her one-on-one won't go. But it's rebounded by Carrie Moore. Her shot won't go. Victoria Lucas-Perry on the rebound. Rachel Carney will bring it across the timeline. Mandy DeGroat. Ball stolen away by Kim Wilburn. Behind her back. Oh, she can't hang on. Ball's tipped away, and Flint Powers will take over. That's what Frank Orlando was telling us after last night's game. He loves to watch her play. And sometimes it's a little bit too much. Angie Austin. Mandy DeGroat way up top. Flint Powers Catholic content to go for the last shot. Under 30 seconds to play until halftime. Mandy DeGroat, Rachel Carney. Victoria Lucas-Perry inside to Betsy Simon. Right-handed hook, won't drop. What a rebound by Kim Wilburn.
My goodness. Did you touch the rim on that one?
Wilburn gets the ball back, and she gets whistled for turning the ball over. Kim Wilburn with great hops.
Underneath the rim, you see Flint Powers players all surrounding the rim, and who gets the rebound? A leaping, flying Kim Wilburn, shortest player on the court.
Final seconds of the first half, and both teams sort of give it away. And we are tied 23-23, Flint Powers Catholic and Detroit Country Day. So it'll be up to the final 16 minutes of the girls basketball season to determine the girls Class B champion. Flint Powers Catholic and Detroit Country Day. Well played first half. Very entertaining first half of play. And Shireen Saski is alongside Frank Orlando, the Detroit Country Day coach, to talk about the first half. Shireen?
Thanks a lot, John. And I am with Frank Orlando, coach at Country Day. Coach, all tied up at halftime. What did you like in the first half?
Well, you know, we got in a lot of foul trouble. I didn't like that, but I did like our intensity. And I think we're going to come on the second half. I feel good about the way we're playing. We just got to make some corrections on the defense.
Did Flint Powers throw anything at you that you weren't expecting?
No, basically they're running the same, I believe they have all year. They're a good basketball team, and we just got to pick it up a little bit and try to stay out of foul trouble.
Now, you mentioned the foul trouble. What do you do to change that in the second half?
Well, we went to a zone, try to eliminate some of the inside fouls. They're very good at getting inside and to the basket, so we got to try to get better position.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Frank Orlando going for his third title in 3 years. John?
Shireen, thank you. Frank Orlando is encouraged with the fact that his Yellow Jackets have played much better tonight than they did last night against Matawan before prevailing 59-48. But they're deadlocked with Flint Powers Catholic at 23. We're back in a moment on Fox Sports Net.
GMC Convoy 2000 is here. Trucks with capabilities that will change the way you look at the road. Professional grade pickups, SUVs, and family vans. Designed better than they need to be. Like the incredibly smooth riding 2000 GMC Jimmy, an SUV with a full-length steel frame, its backbone. Lease a 2000 Jimmy 4-wheel drive SLE for as low as $299 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for lease details. GMC. Do one thing, do it well.
If only business could move fluidly ahead without interruptions. It can. WinStar gives you the opportunity to overcome business obstacles with seamless communications and technology. WinStar. Brave new business.
I just got a new apartment, a new neighbor, and one of those welcome packages. Let's see what I got. Phone number for the cable company, pizza coupons, very important. And hey, Hey, check it out. Bell Tire. They just moved here, too.
Announcing the grand opening of another new Bell Tire location. Now get the biggest selection of tires and guaranteed low out-the-door prices no matter where you live.
Well, at least I have one neighbor I know I'll like.
Bell Tire.
Nobody comes close, and now more than ever, nobody's closer.
The Class B championship game, the last of the 4 championship games to be determined here at Rose Arena in Mount Pleasant. The day began with a Class D championship, and it was Portland St. Pat's against Fowler. And this one went kind of back and forth. You see Emily Pohl for Fowler come up with a steal and the layup, but the story of this game for St. Pat's was Janet Russman. She had a terrific game after she steals it at one end. She takes it all the way down for the layup at the other. St. Pat's will get a putback by Jenny Smith right here. And then Michelle Hitchcock had a nice game inside. Post shot inside. Fowler hanging around. It's Cody Fink. Then Mandy Fox will take a three-pointer. And that splashes through. And then it's Hitchcock again. Another three-pointer. And St. Pat's celebrates a championship. Al Schraubin getting a chance to enjoy a 47-36 Portland St. Pat's Shamrock victory over Fowler. In the Class A game, it was Utica against Lansing Everett. And some people thought Lansing Everett was going to be too athletic for Utica. But Utica proving that they've got the great physical skills as well. Lindsay Pasquinzo getting it to inside. Sheena Moore coming right back for Lansing Everett. Pasquinzo, she was the story of the game, well exceeding her season average. She'll take it inside and hit. All over the floor, both ends of the floor. Pasquinzo inside there. And it's Lori Wild who converts the layup. And then a square-up jumper. Goes again. Not Lansing Everett's night or afternoon. Pasquinzo ahead. And that's Plager. Utica 62-48 over Lansing Everett. 26 points for Lindy Pasquinzo, along with 4 rebounds. And it was Moore leading Lansing Everett with 21 points and 7 boards. And then the Class C game matched St. Ignace against Sandusky. And St. Ignace ran away from the Redskins early. Behind that woman, that young girl, Randy Johnson, the senior, all over the floor. And when it wasn't Randy, it was her sister, Mandy. The steal, the pass over to Randy, and she cashes in. Randy Moore missed her first 3 shots, but then she got red hot, and she led what turned out to be a rout. Kate Ruick taking it all the way for the bucket for the Saints, and they almost named their score in this one. Bombing away from inside and from outside. Sandusky trying to hang around, but once they got their game, it was too late. Too little and too late. And St. Ignace will take the Class C championship trophy back across the bridge, back to the UP. 65-40, the final. Randy Johnson with 30 points. What an afternoon. 11 of 22 from the floor, completing a rather amazing postseason run. She was shooting 70% at one stretch during the postseason. 65-40, St. Ignace wins the Class C trophy. The Class B trophy is still to be determined. It's 23 apiece between Flint Powers and Country Day, and we're back in a moment.
There are 2 types of people in this world. Those who live and die with the Lions, and those whose lives are empty and meaningless. Can't wait till Sunday to get your Lions fix? Come on over to Fox Sports Net every Tuesday night for Lions Weekly. Recaps, previews, and inside dirt from Coach Ross. Hey, we know your type. Lions Weekly, Tuesday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Stay tuned to receive your free trial version of America's #1 accounting software for small business. Okay, folks, here's your business cards, letterhead, and my invoice.
How did you create this invoice?
With QuickBooks accounting software, I called the toll-free number and got a free trial version.
Wish I had time to learn new software.
It takes no time. Answer a few simple questions and QuickBooks tailors itself to your business automatically. And if you can write a check, you can use QuickBooks. QuickBooks makes it easy to see who owes you money and how much you owe. It also does invoicing, payroll, and inventory. Plus, you get customizable reports and graphs that puts you in control of your business.
To try QuickBooks free, call 1-800-650-9159 for your free trial version. Or if you also need time tracking, estimating, and project costing, then try QuickBooks Pro. Either trial is yours free for calling 1-800-650-9159. That's 1-800-650-9159.
We saw how Detroit Country Day and Flint Powers Catholic came to be tied at 23 at halftime of the Class B championship game. Let's get into why. Shireen Saski along with the head coach at Flushing High School, Linda Harlan. Girls?
Thanks a lot, John. And Coach, you told me before the game tonight you thought this one would be a tight battle, and sure enough it is all tied up.
Well, both teams are playing great defense, but Country Day, when they went into their zone, took away the transition game of Powers. And then Kate Morgan got into foul trouble, and she's really the catalyst that starts their fast break in their transition game.
Ironically, that happens when Country Day makes the change when they get into foul trouble, yet it almost benefited them.
It benefited them because it kind of made them think more, get positioned more, get better position on the boards, and they got a lot more rebounds, and Powers only got one shot at the basket.
Any surprises for you in the first half?
Angie Austin hit a few threes. I thought she'd come out a little bit stronger, and I think the second half Angie Austin will come out stronger. Kelly Kerber is a gamer, and she will be strong the second half.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. We'll see what happens in the next half. John, let's send it back to you.
The only loss for Flint Powers Catholic this season was to the Flushing team, coached by Linda Harlan, 33-32. Hard to imagine they only scored that many. It's 23 apiece at halftime. Back in a moment on Fox Sports Net.
I'll be right back. I'm going to the store to get some milk. But do I take the Windstar?
Maybe the Taurus. Definitely. The Explorer.
No matter what vehicle you choose, they're all winners. Release a well-equipped 2000 F-150 XLT for only $285 a month with $3149 due at signing. Just $285 a month.
You know, maybe I'll just take the Expedition.
No, the F-150.
Heads, I take the Ranger. Tails, I take the Mustang.
You've got a key to your house. You've got a key to your car. Well, now you've got a key to the pump. Speed Pass from Mobile. It's your personal key to getting in and out of the station fast. Just wave it at the pump, gas up, and go. To get your free Speed Pass, call now, toll free. Mobile Speed Pass is linked to a major credit card or check card you already have. Over 3 million people are already getting gas faster with Mobile Speed Pass, the fastest way to get gas.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toe tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. From the wonderful folks who put the R in cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side. Be there.
I like this job.
23 apiece, Detroit Country Day and Flint Powers Catholic at halftime of the Class B championship game. John Keating back here courtside along with Jolynn Schneider. Give us your sense as to what each team is looking to do as we approach the third quarter.
Well, each team is going to really have to come out strong and execute their game plan. It looks like in the first half both were a little bit shaken, a lot of turnovers, rebounding. The rebounding was about even, so both teams are doing a good job on the boards.
All right, let's take a look at the first half highlights, and they are brought to you by Pepsi, the joy of cola. Kim Wilburn was terrific, 10 points in the first half. And at the other end, Kate Morgan driving. And that's an interesting matchup. Kate Morgan and Kim Wilburn here in the second half. Morgan has had a bit of foul trouble. There's Angie Austin, who gives them so much energy. And Lindsey Smith bombing away a three. And Frank Orlando is looking for even more than that. As we're tied after 2 quarters of play, and the halftime stats are brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, marking 50 years of making your future more predictable. Anything jump out at you from that list of numbers?
Well, you can see that neither team is shooting very well. They're both shooting about, your rebounding is about even, like we talked about. Free throws, Flint Powers has the advantage. They've taken more free throws, and therefore they've made more free throws.
Let's find out how the coach of Flint Powers Catholic feels about the first half stats. She's alongside Shireen Saski.
Thanks a lot, John. And I am here with Kathy McGee, head coach at Flint Powers. All tied up at half. What did you like in the first half?
It was a very aggressive basketball game out there. I felt we were taking the ball at the basket really well early on. We got tentative. I think we got to come out and play some great defense because that's a very good basketball team, and that's what we hope to do in the second half.
Kim Wilburn is getting some penetration for Country Day. Not always scoring, but getting the penetration. How are you going to stop her?
Well, we're asking Rachel Carney. We can't give her too much room because she can also shoot out there. She's a difficult number. We're trying to collapse and get some extra help on it, and we hope that happens in the second half.
Offensively, how do you get the ball to Kelly Kerber more?
Well, we worked on that at halftime, so we'll see. We just need this ball to rotate a little bit more. Got to get a player movement, and we're going to try to do that. We need to get the ball into her because I think they'll have a hard time with her as well.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck in the second half. John?
Yeah, Kathy McGee told me before the game that Kim Wilburn and the big girl inside, Suzanne Morrison, were the two she was most concerned about. She's not yet been able to contain Wilburn. Third quarter still to come from Mount Pleasant.
Doug gave it to Madeline. Edith gave it to Walter and Roy. Richard gave it to Earl. Dr. Marsh gave it to his patients. Have you got it yet? It's Juno, the internet service so simple to use, everyone is passing it along to their friends. But you don't have to wait. Just call this number today for your free software. With Juno, you don't have to be a computer whiz to get online. If you can do this, you can use the web. With Juno, anyone can send and receive email. Get the latest news, check stock prices, make travel reservations, all with free technical support. Your first month is free, and every month after that you'll save compared to America Online. It's that easy. Just call this number. Don't be the last one to get online. Juno, everybody's getting it. For your free month of Juno, call toll-free today.
Back at Mount Pleasant, third quarter action about set to begin. And Country Day is encouraged by the return of Suzanne Morrison inside, though she is playing with the 3 personals. Kate Morgan also playing with the 3 personals, the point guard for Flint Powers Catholic. But now that we're in the second half, sort of new life for them. Here's Kate Morgan, Flint Powers Catholic in white, Country Day in the dark blue. Stolen inside by Kim Wilburn. She wants to run, as she always does, against Rachel Carney. Elbow by Suzanne Morrison to clear Kelly Kerber out of the way. Gives Country Day another look at it. Morrison turns. Her little hook won't go. Betsy Simon streaking up court to Kelly Kerber, but it's batted away by Lindsey Smith. And Country Day is called for turning the ball over.
Take a look at Country Day. Suzanne Morrison, biggest player on the court, takes the steal, but you can see she turns her hand from palm to the back of her hand, and that's called a carry in basketball.
That's not her game anyway. Kelly Kerber, hook shot, won't go. Fouled inside, and it's Suzanne Morrison, I do believe. And that is 4 on Suzanne Morrison. And her younger sibling, Elise Morrison, will quickly check into the scores table and into the game.
Look at Frank Orlando. He's not happy. He's not happy that Suzanne has to sit out with 4 fouls with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
So we have seen the last of Suzanne Morrison for a bit anyway. Country Day steals it away. Here comes Faith Ways. Kim Wilburn, knifing inside. Can't go. Got herself into trouble. Went too far under the basket. Nowhere to go with it. Kate Morgan to Betsy Simon. Nice ball fake. She traveled. The ball fake preceded an extra step. Halftime also gives these girls a chance to reconsider what they're playing for here. So some butterflies may reemerge. Inside Elise Morrison. Her shot won't go. Here come the Chargers. Angie Austin on a wing. Skip pass. Kelly Kerber inside. Got it.
Great look. Great pass. Austin to Kerber. Flint Powers is in a man-to-man press. And Country Day tried to break it with the long baseball pass.
Cade Morgan to Kelly Kerber. Double dribble.
Take a look at Flint Powers with the skip pass from Austin to Kerber. That's a great pass because it covers 2 passing lanes, and it's a great look to spot the open player, and it results in 2 points.
And a byproduct, perhaps, of the fact that Suzanne Morrison is not in there, and Elise Morrison is replacing her on the floor. Wilburn launches a rainbow. Kerber rebounds, looking for an outlet, finds one in Kate Morgan.
Nice
Angie Austin, she'll put it up and hit.
Austin is not afraid to take that three-pointer, and she is an excellent three-point shooter.
Frank Orlando wants a timeout right now. Under 5.5 to play in the third quarter. It's now a 22nd timeout. Another look at Angie Austin.
Takes a three-pointer. That was a deep three, and she got her feet set. The defense gave her just a little bit of room, and that's all she needs.
She actually has sort of built her own Asian fan club, as she calls it. There's some signs in the crowd that say "Bring in the Asian." And I asked Kathy McGee how that came to be, and she said that Angie Austin is the one that's basically sort of leading that charge. She's very proud of her heritage, as we mentioned earlier. Adopted as a baby by American parents. Settled in Flint. And one of the stars, one of the senior stars on this Chargers basketball team. Lindsey Smith against Kate Morgan. To Kim Wilburn against Rachel Carney. Back to Smith. Elise Morrison. Off glass and goes. Not exactly what she intended, I think. That might be too much of a presumption on my part. She could very well have been attempting to go off glass on that baby. Turnover. Country Day gets the ball back. 28-25. Chargers in the third quarter here in Mount Pleasant. Kim Wilburn knifing down the lane. Loses the handle of the basketball. Jump ball. And it'll stay Flint Powers Catholic. Check that. It will go to Country Day. Got to get my arrow right. My arrow hasn't been right for years. Kim Wilburn. Elise Morrison.
Nice feet inside to the big player.
The bank is open again. Kate Morgan inside to Kelly Kerber. She looks to go outside to Betsy Simon, but it's stolen by Lindsey Smith. Sanitha Rush helps Country Day corral it. Kim Wilburn always looking to push the pace. Pops. Air ball. Kelly Kerber, another rebound. Check that. Betsy Simon with the rebound.
Back-to-back turnovers by Flint Powers. Let's see if they can capitalize on this possession.
Kelly Kerber. Kerber bodying inside. Gets her own miss. And puts it back up and in.
Good effort. Good hustle.
Long pass. Elise Morrison wasn't sure it was for her. It was.
It looks like she's been instructed not to dribble, which happens sometimes with post players.
3-point ball game.
Nice
steal.
Excellent.
Kate Morgan. Too long for Rachel Carney. 3:25 to play in the third quarter. Kathy McGee and Kate Morgan cling to a 3-point lead, and they're hoping for more. Getting some inside play from Kelly Kerber. Puts her Ole Miss up and down.
For everything that's been done to emphasize sportsmanship by athletes and coaches, some of our parents just aren't getting it.
Talk to their parents about it and let them know that there's a sportsmanship problem and that maybe they should cool it a little bit.
The problem with parents showing poor sportsmanship at school games is very real and very serious.
It's tough to be a role model for others when you can't even be a role model for us.
So in closing, we have just one last message.
We need you to be a good sport.
There's been a lot of argument about who makes the best trucks. Until now.
Now you can get the all-new full-size four-door Toyota Tundra. We gave it a powerful I-Force V8 engine, so Tundra can tow up to 7,200 pounds and carry more payload than any other full-size truck. Then we backed it all up with the longest warranty.
Have we gone too far? Ask the ones we passed.
The all-new Tundra, now at your Toyota dealer.
Well, there's talk here in Mount Pleasant that Central Michigan may get a new basketball arena, and it would be too bad to lose this place because it is a great atmosphere for girls high school basketball. Almost 11,000 tickets sold for today's session, a 3-day total of more than 21,000. And that's a record. And congratulations to the Michigan High School Athletic Association for their efforts in promoting girls basketball. It is great fun to see all of the fans and a lot of the guy basketball players making their way here to support the girls programs. Lindsey Smith. That rattles out. Inside, turnaround. Elena Hanks with a hoop. And it's a one-point game. Angie Austin. Pass for Betsy Simon. Flagged down by Rachel Carney to Kate Morgan. Betsy Simon has a shot, doesn't take it. Angie Austin will. Won't go. Rebound to Hanks. Terry Moore looking to push the pace. Pulls it up. Hanks again. That won't go. Rebound inside to Ann Skufka. Country Day sort of settling back into a zone. Betsy Simon shoots. And that drops. Big hoop for Flint Powers Catholic. A 3-point lead with just over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Nice rotation by Flint Powers. And we got the shooter's roll on that baseline jumper.
Kim Wilburn will shoot it. That won't go. Angie Austin had it, lost it, and Country Day retains possession.
Flint Powers really needs to get a body on Country Day's players. Rebounding-wise, everyone's just crashing the boards. They're heading to the hoop, they're heading to the basket. But what Flint Powers needs to do is make contact so that Country Day can't get the offensive rebound.
Kim Wilburn had 10 points at halftime to lead all scorers, but she is 4 of 18 from the floor. And I know Frank Orlando wants to create better opportunities. Elena Hanks will shoot it and miss it. Nice rebound by Wilburn. She'll put it back up. That won't fall. Rebound to Morrison. Stolen away by Angie Austin. And here come the Chargers. 3 points up. Late in the third. Kate Morgan will shoot it. That won't go. That's short. Scramble for the loose ball. Morgan ends up with it inside to Kelly Kerber. Her left hand drops. Half-court press. Stolen by Flint Powers Catholic. Kate Morgan inside to Kelly Kerber. Another left hand. Yes!
Excellent. Absolutely. Kerber is cutting hard to the basket, and the guards are seeing her, and they're getting her the ball.
Great look inside by Kate Morgan, and Frank Orlando says enough of that. 7-point lead, under a minute to play in the third quarter. We're going to get another look at probably the most frenetic sequence that we've seen in this ballgame.
We see the pass into Kerber. She's left-handed, so it's very comfortable for her to make that left-handed layup. Here we go again. There's a steal by Flint Powers, and again you see Kerber slashing to the basket. She really runs hard, and the guards see her and hit her with the pass, and another left-handed layup. And that's a swing of 4 points that Flint Powers has really taken some momentum at this point. And it's caused Frank Orlando to call a timeout and talk it over with the Country Day players.
An 8-2 run for the Flint Powers Chargers. Kelly Kerber 5 of 12 from the floor. Now with 10 points. With a 6'2 junior center.
Flint Powers is again in that player-to-player press with one release player, which is Kelly Kerber. You can see she's back at half court.
Pretty good strategy against the press is just to give it to Kim Wilburn. She looks inside. Summer Smith. Yep. Nice bank by Summer Smith.
Look at Kerber's post.
Kerber again. Yes.
Excellent. She was so wide. She had elbows out, calling for the ball. Great recognition by the guards.
And Country Day has to be careful down low because they're in some foul trouble. Final seconds. Terry Moore puts it up, blocked. Shot by Elise Morrison at the buzzer, will not drop. And we are headed to the final quarter with Flint Powers Catholic up 38-31. It's Kelly Kerber inside. She has gotten hot, and a rather opportune time for the Chargers. Back in a moment on Fox Sports Net.
Now there's 2 new ways to save all night long. Sprint Nickel Nights just got better, and you get to choose which way is best for you. Now, when you switch to Sprint Nickel Nights, you can choose to include that great 5 cents a minute rate on your calling card calls. Or you can choose that 5 cents a minute rate on calls to anywhere in Canada from home. Call 1-877-4-NIGHTS now and switch to Sprint. You'll get Sprint Nickel Nights plus your choice of either calling card calls or calls to Canada from home. It's Sprint's best rate at the time that's best for you. And now you can include calling card calls or calls to Canada from home. So no matter where you are, at home or with your calling card, you're free to talk the night away. Isn't that the point of contact? Switch to Sprint Nickel Nights and include your choice of calling card calls or calls to Canada from home. Call 1-877-4-NIGHTS now.
Sergio Garcia, Colin Montgomery, Ernie Els, and 9 more. The world's top golfers vie for the sport's richest first prize at the Sun City $1 Million Challenge. See final round coverage tomorrow at 1 p.m. here on Fox Sports Net. Flint Powers Catholic with a furious rally late in the third. They open a 7-point bulge on Detroit Country Day. Flint Powers Catholic has gone 202-20 since 1991. Mind-boggling. Country Day with the same level of success. They're shooting for their 3rd state title in a row and their 4th in 5 years. The Yellow Jackets also won the Class C title back in 1989. There's Kelly Kerber, and she has been the difference late in the 3rd quarter. The left hand on the left side of the floor. And Country Day has not had an answer. They've not been able to keep her off the blocks or from keeping her slashing to the basket. As we begin play in the 4th and final quarter, the girls' basketball season. Flint Powers Catholic with the basketball and a 7-point lead in the Class B championship game. Angie Austin looks inside. Flint Powers Catholic trying to get something going. Rachel Carney on a wing, looks inside. Victoria Lucas-Perry gets the bucket and the foul. Nice spinning move inside by the freshman Victoria Lucas-Perry.
Take a look at the defense by Summer Smith. She stands right behind her, but Victoria Lucas-Perry is able to get her left foot around the defense and hook her body through to make the layup and now she has an opportunity to hit a three-point play.
2 fouls on Summer Smith, and Suzanne Morrison, the big center for the Yellow Jackets, quickly re-enters the lineup with Country Day down by 9 early in the 4th. Suzanne Morrison playing with the 4 fouls. Kim Wilburn pushing the pace. Pops. Yeah.
She knew she wanted to shoot that ball right here at half court.
Absolutely. And that's almost the danger, isn't it? If one player tries to do too much, takes the team out of the team concept. Flint Powers spreading the floor. They're looking to create something perhaps for Kate Morgan. Angie Austin. Kerber again. Left hand again. The bucket again. 42-33. A 9-point lead for Flint Powers Catholic. And here's Wilburn doing the same thing. She'll take it all the way. This time it won't go. Kerber with position inside. And a foul is called. And who's it on?
It's over the back. Kerber got the rebound. But take a look here at Flint Powers. Both post players are wide open. The Country Day is having a very difficult time defending Flint Powers post players.
Sanitha Rush comes back into the game. Elise Morrison sits down. The pressure intensifies. Wilburn again. Outside to Lindsey Smith. Over to Carrie Moore. She'll take it and miss. Wilburn again. Boy, not much that Rachel Carney could do about that. Kim Wilburn just sort of took the basketball and ran into her.
How many offensive rebounds has Kim Wilburn gotten? At least 3 or 4.
It's a bunch.
And for a point guard, that's tremendous. But again, Flint Powers needs to get a body on the Detroit Country Day players.
Well up top to Wilburn. She looks inside to Suzanne Morrison. Blocked by Kerber. And the Chargers have the basketball.
That was a great block, great timing by Kerber. Here's the post.
Kerber wants more. Ball's tipped away. Country Day looking to cut into a 9-point deficit. As we have dipped below 6 minutes left in the game. Nice screen by Morrison. Inside to Carrie Moore, but she can't hit. Sanitha Rush can't hit. Foul. And what do we got? Foul is on Kelly Kerber. That's her 3rd foul. Elise Morrison comes back into the game. Sanitha Rush back out. And we've got a timeout.
Take a look at Country Day. Kim Wilbur called the 2 offense. And the 2 offense has the post player Suzanne Morrison come up and set a pick for Kim. Then the ball is tossed down low. And that was a great pass.
Flint Powers Catholic calls the timeout. They don't want this thing to sort of slip away from them. We'll get you back here with under 6 minutes to play after this.
You can't predict. You can't predict when.
Your wife has been
where,
in a serious accident, terrible accident.
how.
We did all we could.
But life goes on. It's not who you call after. It's who you call before.
The GMC Convoy 2000 is here. Trucks with capabilities that will change the way you look at the road. Professional grade pickups, SUVs, and family vans. Designed better than they need to be. Like the incredibly smooth riding 2000 GMC Jimmy, an SUV with a full-length steel frame, its backbone. Lease a 2000 Jimmy 4-wheel drive SLE for as low as $299 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for lease details. GMC. Do one thing, do it well.
I know I jam, well, oh damn, I know I jam,
That might be a slam dunk.
Wave your hands across the land and we family. Say hot damn, we want a jamboree. That's what my beats hit. I stand for you cause you stand for me. Come on, I know I jam, well, oh damn, I know I jam, oh boy, I know I jam, well, oh damn, why don't you jamboree for me? Yes,
Sportsnet are being brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, marking 50 years of making your future more predictable. By Pepsi, the Joy of Cola, and by Ford. Check out the 2,000 cars and trucks at your 31 Metro Detroit Ford dealers. With Jolene Schneider and Shireen Sasky and Linda Harlan, I'm John Keating. The call of the Class B championship game. Flint Powers Catholic against Detroit Country Day, and a foul called inside on the baseline. Fouls on Kate Morgan, and that's 4 on Kate Morgan. That could be an important development in the outcome of this game.
Absolutely. We've really seen Flint Powers take command of the game with Kate in. When she was in foul trouble, they struggled.
Through the hands of Carrie Moore and out of bounds.
Take a look at Country Day's out of bounds play. They stack, they set up 4 players. Now watch as they split apart, and that gives Kim Wilburn the opportunity to shoot the ball, but she opts for the pass instead.
Inside of Kerber again against Morrison. Shot will not count. She walked before she put it up. And that would be Suzanne Morrison, heaving a huge sigh of relief. She stays in the game for 1, and it goes against Flint Powers Catholic for 2. They don't want Suzanne Morrison dribbling the ball. Back to Lindsey Smith. Now they give it to their dribbler. Not many better in the state than Kim Wilburn. Morrison against Kerber. Faith waves. Country Day has a ways to go to get back into this. Turn pop by Morrison, and she'll hit. Elise Morrison. And it's a 7-point game. Austin to Morgan. As the Chargers break the press. Morgan on a wing against Wilburn.
You see Country Day's defense, they are sagging quite a bit, and at this point in the game, they really need to step it up. They need to step up and be aggressive. Hands should be in the passing lane. Every pass needs to be denied.
Concern there is that at least their big person is playing with 4 fouls, Suzanne Morrison. Back outside. Flint Powers resets. Now inside a bit to Kate Morgan. On the wing. Cross court to Angie Austin. Tipped away by Kim Wilburn.
Good patience by Flint Powers. They're working the ball. They're looking for a good shot. And as we've talked about, that's very difficult to maintain possession without shooting the ball.
The danger is that you become a bit too satisfied, that you're not continuing to look for offense.
As long as they keep moving, as long as they keep in motion, a good shot will present itself. They can get that ball inside to the post. Excellent.
Victoria Lucas-Perry goes left hand, and her little scoop goes. Big hoop for Flint Powers Catholic. And one that Country Day did not want to see.
For a youngster, you said that she could be in the 8th grade. That's an amazing post. She has amazing skills as a post player.
Country Day takes another timeout.
Victoria Lucas-Perry. Look at her post position and look at her footwork. She turns her body, uses her feet to gain an advantage on the defensive player, and then has the presence of mind to finish the shot.
Let's eavesdrop on Frank Orlando's huddle.
Okay, and we can't let them run the clock out. Can't let them run the clock out. So if you have to, you got to go to the, you got to go to the foul. All right, but we got to play. You got to play aggressive, overplay basketball. Don't let them get anything. Okay? Yeah. It'll stop it. So if we don't get the ball within 20 seconds, go after somebody.
Kathy McGee now, and the Flint Powers Catholic huddle.
Okay, a couple things are real important right now. Number 1, remember, we're not into stall offense. We're into a delay. In other words, we're being patient. We're going to keep working the ball outside. You two are going to continue working inside. If you're not open at the post, go away. Keep switching side. Don't get stuck on one side. On the defensive end, you got to pick it up. You got to be ready for the press. Pick it up. Play to win. Don't be afraid to lose. Team. 1, 2, 3, team.
Did you hear what Coach Orlando said from Country Day? He said, don't let them run the clock out. That means step up the defense, be aggressive. And then to counter it, Kathy McGee said two things were important. That the team is in a delay pattern, not a stall. That means look for a good shot. And she instructed her post players to post hard, and she told them to go away. And what that means is when a post player's on ball side and the pass can't be made, that means go to the other side of the court and let the other post player come across.
Ball worked inside. Elise Morrison converts the two. And so it's a 7-point lead for the Chargers of Flint Powers Catholic. Rachel Carney ahead. She'll spin it back out. Kelly Kerber working inside. Stolen by Kim Wilburn. And Kate Morgan draws her 5th personal foul.
That's important.
That is a tough loss for Kathy McGee and the Flint Powers Chargers.
Here you see Country Day stepping up the defense, being aggressive. Kim Wilburn steals the ball. It's a nice, clean steal. And then Kate Morgan, in her frustration, fouls.
Lightning quick hands by Kim Wilburn to take the ball away from Kate Morgan.
You can see Kate Morgan rallying her team. She gets them all together and gives them a little pep talk and exits the court.
She's one of the 2 seniors. That's her job. Even though I'm going out of the game, hang in there. Angie Austin, the other senior. Almost all of these rosters back next year. Country Day with 1 senior. Flint Powers with just the 2. Wilburn will take it. That won't go, but there's a whistle. Oh, and a foul after the shot.
That's a 3-point shot. She'll be at the free throw line for 3.
Boy, that stings. Rachel Carney gets called.
That stinks.
Rachel Carney gets called for the foul. And for those of you who don't follow basketball much, if you're fouled beyond the 3-point arc, you get 3 free throws.
Oh.
But Kim can't hit the first of the 3.
You've got to make the free throws in this situation. There's 2 minutes and 48 seconds left.
12 points, 8 boards for Kim Wilburn. I think her rebounds have been even more impressive than the points that she has tallied. Kim Wilburn trying to cut that lead even further. Trying to get Country Day within 5. That one rims out. But Suzanne Morrison kept the ball alive. Wilburn. Her shot won't go, but she's headed back to the free throw line. Great play by Suzanne Morrison to reach over or at least around Kelly Kerber. Keep the ball alive.
You saw the free throw by Wilburn, and it was missed. But Morrison kept her feet on the ground, just kind of reached over and tapped the ball, kept it alive.
Big free throws for Kim Wilburn here. She made just 1 of the 3 just a moment ago. Made the first of 2 here. Now a 5-point game. That one splashes through. 4-point lead for the Chargers. Oh, this is fun. Cross court to Angie Austin.
Good decision. Remember, Flint Powers is in a delay game.
Victoria Lucas Perry can't get it. Oh man, back and forth, back and forth. Here's Wilburn doing her thing. Off to Carrie Moore, and she's fouled. Wow, what a sequence. Victoria Lucas Berry had the ball, lost it, really didn't make an effort to go track it down.
Again, Kim Wilburn hustles for the ball, gets the steal, comes up with the dribble. She does a little spin move, sees that she doesn't have the bucket, goes to her teammate, and draws a foul. Here you see a diving Country Day team.
Now Carrie Moore is the one that scrambled for the loose ball, gets up, and she's the one that Kim Wilburn will pass it to. Unfortunately, her attempt at a lay-in wouldn't go, but she was fouled on the play by Victoria Lucas Perry, the girl who sort of started the play. This is our game summary brought to you by the Michigan Ford dealers. Free throws a big part of this ball game. Detroit Country Day just 5 of 13. Flint Powers Catholic has taken more and made more. 10 of 19. And Carrie Moore misses the first of her 2. We're down to crunch time to decide the Class B champion in the girls basketball season. Carrie makes the second of her 2, and it's a 3-point game.
Full court press by Detroit Country Day. Nice pressure.
Wilburn inside. That won't go. Wilburn again. And there's a foul, and Kim Wilburn will be shooting free throws once more.
Another offensive rebound by Kim Wilburn. She did a great job putting up the shot. Looks like she got fouled the first time. Had the presence of mind to get her own rebound and go up strong again.
She has great lift. She can really get up. Now, if she can get her free throws down. 3-point deficit, 2:15 to play. Kathy McGee, who wears that worried look rather permanently, even when she's smiling, has reason to. Now 16 points and 10 boards, a double-double for Kim Wilburn in the state championship game. And remember, she is just a sophomore. And she adds to her total. Angie Awesome. Flint Powers will break the press. Kelly Kerber up court. Yes! Wow, what a big hoop for Flint Powers Catholic as they beat the Country Day press. And Kelly Kerber with another left-handed lay-in.
Great passes. That's how you break a press. And Detroit Country Day has a very aggressive press.
Wilburn to the bucket. Suzanne Morrison just leveled somebody.
Take a look at Country Day. Point guard, Kim Wilburn's got the ball, and boom, she gets a pick by her teammate and center, Suzanne Morrison. That's gotta hurt.
If you look very closely, you can see those little birdies flying around Rachel Carney's head. Wilburn hits the free throw, and it's a 2-point game. We are headed to the wire, and it is a tight wire here in Mount Pleasant. This one rolls around and drops through. And we've got a whistle. Substitution. Kathy McGee will get the freshman. Lucas Perry out of the ball game.
That was actually nice timing by McGee because then it gave her team a chance to set up their press breaker.
Kelly Kerber saves it. Angie Austin. Oh, she wanted to take it.
Look at Kerber's post. Got the ball inside.
That won't go. Rebound inside. And Skufka gets fouled, and she's headed to the stripe with her Charger team leading by a point. Shannon Redmond has also entered the game.
Ball fed inside to Kerber. The shot doesn't go. That's the shot they want, the inside shot. But there's her teammate there for the rebound. Goes up strong at the free throw line for 2.
And the foul is on Elise Morrison. And we think that is her 5th. That's 5 on Elise Morrison. Frank Orlando taking his sweet old time as he mulls over a replacement at this point. With a $1:35 to play, Elise Morrison is done. And she is just a freshman. So her freshman season wraps up with her team a point down. A lot of Hanks comes back into the game. Big free throws here for Ann Skufka. She is a freshman. This is the first of the 2. That one goes. So it's a 2-point game.
And Flint Powers is in a full court press.
They drop back. Shannon Redmond, new to the game, looks to find her man. Wilburn to Carrie Moore. She takes it up, and Kerber says, And it's out of bounds. And Flint Powers gets the basketball.
Nice block by Kerber. Country Day is working hard to get the ball inside. Player takes it strong. Nice block. Kerber is there, and she knocks it off Country Day's hands.
Stolen right back, though, by Kim Wilburn. And Country Day has the ball again.
She is everywhere.
1:16 in the championship game. Pass in deep. Knocked away by Kelly Kerber. Attempted for Suzanne Morrison. Remember, she's playing with the 4 fouls.
The big name players are really showing their stuff here at crunch time.
Wilburn against Carter. She'll put it up. That won't go off the front rim. Suzanne Morrison scoops and hits. Down deep. Kelly Kerber. She only had one player in front of her, but she elects to pull it back out. We are tied at 47 with under a minute to play. Off Skufka's foot. And out of bounds. And Country Day has the ball with 48.7 seconds to go. And a tie game.
Take a look at Country Day. The three-point shot is up. Big, strong rebound by Suzanne Morrison. She goes up and under Kelly Kerber. Great offensive move. Give her team a tie score, 47-47.
So the Chargers have to play good defense. Let's hear what Kathy McGee is telling them.
We got to play some awesome defense right now. We got to play to win. We can't play weak in any part of the game. We're looking to go to her right now, so we got to play her double high. Don't try to foul. Let's go out and pressure them. Let's pressure the inbounds play right away. Let's try to get a 5-second call. All 5, you got to play smart, know where you're playing. You got to play as a unit out there. We got to get a stop. Don't play afraid to lose. You got to play aggressive right now. On both ends of the court, we're giving up shots and we shouldn't be down here. We got to play smart. We got to know when we have it. We got to know when to pull back out. We can't stop shooting the basket.
Frank Orlando has the basketball.
Look, if we go behind at any time,
let's hear what he said.
We're going to keep going. We're going to keep it going anyway. But don't let them run the clock out. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's run.
Have some heart, water, ladies.
Do two. All right, believe it. 1, 2, 3.
Believe it. All right, nobody do two.
Wow, that was a lot of information on both sides. A lot of information from the coach.
I just realized my palms are sweating. This is great stuff. We have seen the emotion, the absolute exultation and the tears of the earlier championship games. So much is on the line in the final minute of play here for the state title. Country Day, 22-4 during the regular season, 22-4 leading into this game. Up against 26-1 Flint Powers Catholic. Tie game. Now approaching 30 seconds left. Lindsey Smith. Wilburn. Wilburn to carry Moore. Deep to Lelaine. She looks inside to Suzanne Morrison. Switch through Moore's hands. She gets it back. Now 10 seconds. Everybody on their feet. Wilburn with a basketball all the way. Oh, it goes out of bounds. What's the call? Country Day will retain possession. 4.3 seconds to play.
Country Day is again in their stack +1.
Lindsey Smith will trigger. Kim Wilburn with a basketball. She'll drive. She'll put it up. And yes, it goes! At the buzzer, Kim Wilburn has won the state championship for Detroit Country Day. The Yellow Jackets collapse on the floor as one as Kim Wilburn takes it to the basket. Stops, puts up the jump shot. It rolled off the iron and down. And Flint Powers Catholic, which had the lead for much of the game, in a state of absolute shock. Another look. Jolene, take us through this.
Take a look at Kim Wilburn. She's got the ball. She dribbles to her left. She knows she's only got a few seconds left on the clock. She puts the ball up with about 0.5 seconds left, and it rolls in. Absolutely incredible.
Kelly Kerber, one of the defenders there, making a conscious effort not to foul. And watch the reaction by Flint Powers Catholic as they see their dream go poof.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
What a basketball game here in Mount Pleasant. Country Day with a 14-3 run to end this one. And they'll take home the Class B championship. The trophy presentation is still to come. We'll get you back to a Wild Rose Arena in a moment.
Sometimes I just wish they'd keep our parents out of the gym, and the game would probably be more fun.
Not all of our parents are bad sports. It would help, though, if the good sports told the spoiled sports to sit down and shut up. Shut up.
Sure, we want to win when we play, but we want to have fun, too.
Now we need you to behave properly when you go to all of our events.
So in closing, we have just one last message.
We need you to be a good sport.
GMC Convoy 2000 is here. Trucks with capabilities that will change the way you look at the road. Professional grade pickups, SUVs, and family vans. Designed better than they need to be. Like the incredibly smooth riding 2000 GMC Jimmy, an SUV with a full-length steel frame, its backbone. Lease a 2000 Jimmy 4-wheel drive SLE for as low as $299 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for lease details. GMC. Do one thing, do it well.
What do you have, folks? A large pepperoni pizza.
And a Pepsi, please.
Sure thing, Curly.
Thank you.
We both know I ordered a Pepsi Cola. And now you've insulted me by offering me this. But I'd like to give you a chance to make amends. Capiche?
Yeah. Here you go.
Good eye.
Wow, here we are back at the state championship. Let's take a look at the last play. Point guard Kim Wilburn with the basketball. Nice inbound pass to her. Takes the ball, a little loop-de-loop, tosses the ball off the glass, and it rolls in. Again, great inbound pass. She's clear. She starts to go to her left, comes back to her right. Incredible shot to give her team the victory and the state championship.
Let's join public address announcer Joe Mitchell as the runners-up from Flint Powers are being congratulated with the championship medals and trophies still to come.
Number 40, Kelly Kerber. Number 52, Angie Austin. And accepting the runner-up trophy in Class B, Coach Kathy McGee. Congratulations to the Chargers of Flint Powers Catholic High School on an outstanding season.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Just an eyelash separating these two teams.
Now, for the 1999 Michigan High School Athletic Association Class B champions, the Yellow Jackets of Detroit Country Day High School. First, we will present individual medals, and they go to number 4, Megan Walsh. Number 12, Crystal Miller. Number 14, Alana Hanks. Number 21, Amanda Freilowitz. Number 22, Elise Morrison. Number 23, Brittany Dixon. Number 24, Jessica Buchanan. Number 30, Summer Smith.
Nice
Number
game for
31,
Summer Smith. Will be
Carrie
back next year.
And for the Yellow Jacket starters, number 11, Kim Wilburn.
There's the story of the night, Kim Wilburn.
Number 20, Faith Wade. Number 34, Lindsay Smith. Number 40, Suzanne Morrison. Number 44, Sunitha Rush. And accepting the championship trophy, Coach Frank Orlando. Our congratulations to the Yellow Jackets, the 1999 Class B Girls Basketball Champion.
Frank Orlando wants Lindsay Smith to accept the championship trophy. She is the only senior on his club, and it's a scary thought to all of the other girls basketball teams, at least the Class B teams in Michigan, that everybody's back except one. Country Day has been there before. It's their third state title in a row and their fourth in 5 years, and the legend of Frank Orlando grows. Thanks on this night to Kim Wilburn. 19 points, 10 rebounds, just 5 of 22 on field goals, but she hit the big one that mattered. Our next high school basketball telecast is Saturday, March 25th with the boys finals from East Lansing. And now for our Fox Sports Net crew, I'm John Keating saying so long from Rose Arena in Mount Pleasant. Once again, the final score in the Class B championship game, Detroit Country Day 49, Flint Powers 47. You've been watching high school basketball on Fox Sports Net, your exclusive television home of MHSAA football and basketball championships. Remember to get all the scores, highlights, and breaking news on Fox Sports News Primetime nightly at 10 o'clock. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Good night from Mount Pleasant.
Meet Wayne Best. He saw the kids in his community without direction and did something about it. He got them off the streets and put them to work, teaching important lessons in community service, responsibility, and helping others. So he can spend more time on foxsports.com, where he enters his zip code